append is the function they have created, out of which two arguments they have taken, argument 1 and argument 2. The argument 1 is array, argument 2 is values. What are the values you want to add? So what they are doing here, just they are going to take A as a list of values. First, they are going to take this one as a list of values. And for this values, they are going to add for I in B, they are going to A dot append. They are going to do this one. And whatever the value have got output, they are finally returning this A value. This is the backend code of that. In order to apply this one, what we have to do, srk dot, in the srk.py file, we are having add function. Def of add is the function we have seen. Similarly, in the numpy, there is append function. How to call this function? Numpy dot append of like this. What are the arguments are there? Those arguments you have to give. See how the arguments we have taken the similar way. Just you have to give the arguments. Instead of using the numpy full word, you are using np only. These are every function. See, remember this one. You write in your notes. Every library, each and every library, including the machine learning libraries, artificial intelligence libraries, every library, each and every library is going to consist of functions. It is going to consist of functions. Each and every library, in your notes write that statement, each and every library consists of multiple functions. Our work is clearly you write our work is 1. What is the use of function? What is the use of that particular function, For each and every function, what is the use? And for each and every function, what is the input arguments to be given? And for each and every function, what is the return file? These are the three things you have to understand. If you understand these three things, means data science is completed. Any function, these three things only. In your notes, write very clearly, we have to understand 1. What is the use of the function? We have to understand what is the use of the function. Second, number 2, you have to understand for that function, what are the input arguments has to be given. For that function, what are the arguments to be given? Write in your notes very clearly. For that function, what are the arguments to be given? Third step, what is that particular function is going to return? That particular function is going to return. If you understand for each and every function, these three concepts completed. In the numpy, first function is array. What is meant by array? What is the use of array? Array is going to convert the list of values into a single one. What are the arguments it has to take? It is going to take the list of values as the argument. Array is going to take the list of values as the argument. You have to give as a list, one list. Whether it is a nested list, whether it is a normal list, you have to give the list. Whether it is a one-dimensional, whether it is a two-dimensional, you have to give the list as the argument. What it is going to return? It is going to return the array. It is going to return the array. So these three only will be there in the help file. If any help file, it will consist of these three only. Just let us open here one of the function. Here I am having np.sortna. This is the function. Just click on the shift tab. Shift plus tab, both. You have to type the function. You have to take the function. Inside the function, in the bracket, you have to click. Here you have to click. Then only it is going to work. If you click outside, if you click inside, if you click here, it is not going to work. For example, if I keep my cursor, here I am keeping the cursor and I am clicking the like this.
if you don't write even this one without writing directly, if you ask directly, if you click on the shift tab, it is going to which function you want. So you have to write the function also first. Okay, write the function. RT is the function name, and this function you are going to click like this. First, sir, let us assume I don't know what is meant by sort. I don't know. Let us assume I don't know what is meant by sort. And sort is the function is available in numpy. You are explaining for me. Tomorrow I am going to do on my in my company. I am going to work. There no one is going to explain for. Then how I have to check? Just we are going to open the Google like this. In Google, we are going to check in Python. You want sorting only, right? That to array. Sort in array. Sort in array in Python. Just it is going to show you sort in Python by using array. That to array. By using an array, how to sort. Just this is a list.sort. Normal sort is core Python. Now I want with respect to not core Python. I want in terms of arrays. How to sort? You are going to write like this clearly. To sort in numpy array. In numpy. Just you type like this. Automatically you are going to get with respect to different. In that one of them is user defined manual. This is directly the help file of this numpy. Here itself you can see numpy.sort is the function. Just copy the same thing in your here. Where is just you are going to take np.sort. Up to here you only know. After that, what you are going to do? Shift tab you are going to click. Now after clicking on the shift tab, now here it is going to return. See, they have written clearly what is the use of this function. It is going to give the sorted copy of an array. It is going to return the sorted copy of an array. Now what are the arguments you have to give? The argument number 1 is a, which is there is no equal to symbol is there. So there is no equal to symbol means it is a compulsory argument. That to positional argument. In the first position only you have to keep. This one I have explained in the functions. Whereas by default argument is equal to is that means default. If you don't write also, it is going to take by default value. So here you are going to check first one a. A means a is nothing but array. Whatever the array, whether you are going to give 1-dimensional array, whether it is a 2-dimensional array, any array, whether you can give as 1-dimensional array, whether you can give as 2-dimensional array. If you have given as 1-dimensional array, it is going to sort axis. The second argument, what is the second argument? Axis. You are going to see what is meant by axis. Axis means on which type you want to sort. If none is there, it is, if by default it is going to take 1-dimensional array. If you write with respect to sort of axis is equal to 0 gives with respect to column sorting, axis is equal to 1 gives you the row sorting. Just you are going to write that same thing here. For example, just I am writing as 1-dimensional array 4, 5, 6. Okay, sorry, already it is an order now. 4, 6, 8, 2, 1. Something I am taking like this. Now I want np.sort of. Okay, np.sort of this one. Just I am applying this like this. Copy. It is sorted. If you want to store this one, you are going to assign to a variable. If you don't assign to a variable, it is not going to store. If you want to store means assign to a variable. It is just printing. It is not storing. Because you have not written anything, right? So it is not storing. Right? So if it is a 2-dimensional array, you have to mention whether axis is equal to 1 or axis is equal to 0. You are going to write np.sort of a, comma, axis is equal to 1 or 0, whichever you are interested, that you are going to write. Okay, so this one is 1-dimensional array sorting and this is 2-dimensional array sorting. Right? Now
Sir, you have written the sort, okay. You have opened the help file, Google, okay. But in the interview, they'll not ask us to open the Google. Nah? Now in the interview, what they'll ask us, then in the interview, if they ask us how to sort means, then how I have to answer, to open the Google and I will do that one. You can't say that one, right? In the interview. Then how to do that one? So no one in the world is going to ask you the question related to coding in the interview. No one in the world, no stupid is going to ask you. Enter, whether it is a basic company or whether it is a top MNC company. No person in the world is going to ask you the code in the interview. What, sir? No coding questions, huh? Coding will be there, but differently. What differently? You are assuming as a Python developer or a programmer, the interview process will be different. What is the interview process for a Python developer or this one is, first you are going to take some kind of aptitude test. Okay. Test. After this aptitude test, they are going to conduct some kind of GD. After this GD, they are going to take the technical round. Some companies will have GD, some companies will not have the GD. Let us remove this one. So now you are going to get into the technical round. Here in the technical round, purely related to Python. This technical round will be purely Python coding only, exclusively. Purely Python coding. If it is offline means, they are going to give a paper and pen. They will ask you to write the code. If it is online means, they will ask you to share your screen and they will ask you to open the Jupyter notebook or any related to Python and they will ask you to type the Python code. Surely Python coding questions they will ask you 100%. Only purely Python coding. This is grammar, like Java programmer or Python programmer, any programmer or developer. This is that is software engineers. For software engineers, this is the pattern. Whereas for data scientist, that is not the pattern. For data scientist, first one is you are going to apply the company. Your resume should be shortlisted. For them or for us, both are same. That is common step. After your resume shortlisted, here they are going to conduct the aptitude test. Now, here they are not going to conduct the aptitude test. They are going to share you a data set. They are going to share you a data set to your mail ID. Whatever the mail you have given in your resume, to that they are going to share the data set by saying that your resume has got shortlisted and we are sharing this data set. And from this data set, you analyze the data. And we want, these are the things we want from this data. So please analyze and give the result for us. And they'll give us 72 hours of time. 48 to 72 hours, between 2 to 3 days of time. So within 72 hours, you have to submit. If you have taken more than 72 hours, for example, the time is completed at 9:30. 72 hours is completed at 9:30. Now you have submitted at 9:35 also, you will be rejected. Here that time, whether you are able to submit the project on time or not, they want to check. In tomorrow in the company also, whether you are going to submit on time or not. This one only you are not able to submit means how in company you can submit. That they want to check. This is the first step. In the first step, they are going to analyze here what type of code you are applying. Code you can pop, whether you are copying, whether your friend has told you, whether they have told you. Done. Once this is done, now you are going to share the Jupyter notebook for them. Whatever the analysis you have made, the Jupyter notebook, and whatever the conclusions you have made, this both you have to share to the mail. You have to give the reply with Jupyter notebook and the conclusions. Now, based on your code and conclusions, once it is done, now the second round, there will be the technical round. Second round will be the technical. In this technical, they will ask you how you have analyzed this one. Whatever the work you have done, whether you have done or your friend has done, or whether your trainer has done, who knows? Questions. Okay. Why you have done in that way only? Why your brain has told in that way only to work? How you have analyzed that one? How the analysis you have proceed? First step, what you have done, later what you have done. This type of questions they are going to ask. From that, they are going to conclude whether you have done, others has done. They are going to ask only theoretically, and you have to tell the answers also theoretically, not as the coding. What is meant by sort? If they ask the question, what is meant by sort means, you have to say, sort is nothing but you are arranging the values in an order, in a sequential order, whether it is ascending order or descending order. You are going to arrange the values in the order is called as sorting. You have to say like this. You should not say dot sort we are going to apply, list dot sort or np dot sort. This you should not say. This is called as Python code. You should not use this one. I am asking what is meant by sort. First, if you know sort means, you can create the function. If you don't know what is meaning of sort also, then what is the use? Tomorrow you have to create your own functions means, if you don't know meaning of sort, can you create the function of sort? Just I am asking what is meant by sort means, you have to answer only what is meant by sort. If I ask you the question, what is the code related to in Python, what is the code for sort means, then you have to tell me the code answer. If I ask theoretical question, and if you are answering the coding question, if you are answering like this, list.sort or np.sort, if you say answer like this, then you are called as coding monkey. In the IT industry, those people are called as coding monkey. Means these monkeys knows only the code. These monkeys don't know what is the backend of that code. That is the interfering of the HR. Is that clear? This is actual case, real case, what I am explaining. So in the real life, they are not going to ask any coding in the technical round. How you have applied, what made you to apply, and what are the things you have analyzed. From that, what are the conclusions you have made, what is that development you are going to tell, and how you are going to develop the company. That is the data analyst role, data scientist role. We are not the programmers. We should not focus on the coding part. Our coding is the second priority. Our first priority is analyzing the data. In the class, if I am saying, now your expressions are there, from that I am analyzing in my brain. How many people are understanding and how many people are getting in shock and how many people are thinking in a different way. I am analyzing. This is analysis. For that same code I want to write means, I am going to apply the for loop for the student number 1. The last student is there. His phrase expression I will take. His phrase expression is like some kind of happy or some kind of shock. Based on that, I am going to write. That is the code. Within the for loop, if condition, elif condition, we are going to use now. That is code. For each and every student, what is their expressions and the code is, that is code. For loop is the code. Now, how many students has been in the shock? How many students are thinking in a new way? The face expressions, that is called as analysis. Is that clear? Example is clear? So here we are going to do the analysis, not the coding. Coding is our next priority. So that is the reason the code we are going to copy from the Google. In the real-time company, this is the thing which we are going to do. Remember, if you want, you can write in your notes. 80% of your time in the company, you are going to open my notes zone. If not, miss, call me. If it is wrong, miss, call me. Just call me. 80% of your time in your company, you are going to depend on my notes zone. Whatever the Jupyter notebook I have shared now, the same Jupyter notebook you are going to check and type in your practicing now. That Jupyter notebook, if you don't do now, miss, in the company you will do. Automatically you will do. If you do now itself, if you save that one, miss, it is going to be easy for your company. In your company, it is going to be easy. If you don't type, if you don't practice, in company, you'll see the multiple images. What type of images, you know, right? Okay. So almost 80% of your time, you are going to be dependent on my code. You are just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. You are going to do. And out of 100% of your time, coding time, 90% your work is copy, paste. You are going to copy, paste, and For example, different data is there. This is not the data. Different data. Copy, paste up to here. Data change. Data will change. np.sort will be the same. Copy, paste only. np.sort will be copied. Inside that, data will be changed. Every time you are going to change the data only. But at what time, which code is applied, that is important. That makes the difference between data scientist to data scientist. At what time, which one? Based on your face expressions, I'm going to change the example, and one example I have to tell, or two examples I have to tell, or multiple examples I have to tell. That analysis I'm making now, that makes difference between trainer to trainer. If the students are feeling somewhat, they are laughing, somewhat their mouth is smiling, miss, I'll stop the example. Still, they are doubted only, miss, I will say one more example. Based on your face expressions, number of examples will be decided for me. Still you satisfy. The moment it is clear, the expression will change automatically in your face. Based on experience. Okay, if you sit in my position for 10 years, miss, automatically you will also understand. That is not something special. But after understanding what you are going to do, that is important. Okay, you have to understand. One student expression is, he is not able to understand the topic. What you are going to do, that is important. Simply you are going to ignore, or you are going to say one more example, or you are going to ask that particular student, what is, have you understand or not? Like this, what you are going to do, that is important. Multiple options are there, right? After seeing their expression, you can do multiple things. Which one you are going to do, that is important. Is that clear? So next one is, let us start indexing. Okay. So remember guys, practice, do the code, entire codes, whatever I'm sharing. I'm going to give the download option for you. Of course, copy paste is not there. Download option is, why download option I have provided is because you can open and see simultaneously both. If I don't give the download option, it will be difficult for practicing. That is the reason I have given the download option for that. Okay. And my students, I want, if you simply copy paste and if you do simply shift enter, you'll never get an error. If you don't get an error, how will you understand the subject? Okay. When I'm training on the Python, first time, when I'm also learning the Python, my trainer has given me directly the IPNB file only. I used to do shift enter, shift enter, shift enter. After the class, I used to do shift enter. Oh, practice is completed. Today they are going to share me IPMB file. Within 10 minutes, I will do entire shift enters. First shift enter, okay, completed. Shift enter, completed. Second shift enter, completed. In 10 minutes, my work will be completed and I will do the topic. After 10 days, everything was gone in my brain. Nothing is there in my brain. And while exam, when I'm doing that one, sir, shift enter, it is not working, sir. In the examination hall, shift, sir, it is showing the error, sir. Error, sir. Notes again. Oh, I have forgot bracket. Chichi. We used to feel like this. If you have practice, miss, surely you will understand. What is the error? You will understand. For that error, how to modify also you will understand. If I shift enter, if you do miss, nothing you will understand. If some trainer or some person is sharing for you py file, miss, py file or IPNB file he is sharing for you, miss, he wants you to make as a dummy candidate. That is the reason he is sharing for you that one. Remember this. Your friend, your trainer or your colleague or whatever the person, if they are sharing this one directly to you, miss, making you dummy. Miss, you will not practice. You will simply copy paste that one. Making you dummy candidate. If you feel that that person has to learn the subject, means never you should share this one. You should share only the PDF. Then making the students to practice. Then you are interested those students to get practice. Those students has to get the subject. Your intention to get the subject means share the PDF. Your intention is to make them as a dummy means share the PY file. PY file will make the students happy for learning, while during the testing they'll regret themselves. See, we don't know even this one also. During the exam only you'll feel the difference. Not successful, then you'll find the difference. You'll make number of errors and you don't know how to rectify that errors. At that time you'll feel the difference. Now if I'm sharing the PDF, now in this class maybe some of the students will feel that, say, this sir is sharing PDF only. It is taking so much of time to copy all these things, to practice all these things. So much of time is taking. Now we are in the numpy, still I'm in the if only. After the class I'm practicing still if only. If for loop, I'm in still that stage only. Sir is completing numpy and pandas, everything he's completing, but I'm still in the back only. So many students will think wrong about me. I know about that one also. Because if I'm in your position also, I'll also think in that way only. But my intention is, with respect, at the end, you'll find. During the company's interview, you'll find the difference. If you get an error, what type of error, the name of that error, based on that, how to rectify, you'll understand. Instead of square bracket, if you apply this normal bracket, then you will find the difference. Okay, indexing will work only based on the square bracket. Indexing will not work based on the normal brackets. If you type only, you'll understand that one. Without typing, you can't remember for lifetime. Temporary purpose for today, you can remember. Today, you can feel that, okay, this is easy only. This is easy only. For every day, you can feel this is an easy. But later, you can't remember. Right? So A is equal to np.arrange of 3, 10. What is np.arrange of 3, 10? So it is going to give 3 to 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Print A. Print A means 3 to 9 it is going to print. Okay? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In this A of 5, how to access a single value? A of 5 means you are going to access by a single value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. So you are going to get as a 8. This 5 gives you the index position. So in Python index starts from 0. So you are going to get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 array, and next one is 8. Right? Next one is np.dag of 1, 2, 3. So what it is going to do? It is going to create a 2-dimensional array. Dag means diagonal elements of 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Like this it is going to create. Okay. In your notes, while writing this one, first you write the answer, after do the shift enter. Then you check in your Python whether it is printing the same or not. If you directly print means, it is giving the output means there will be no use. First you write it like this, cross verify whether it is same. Now, for example, if something is different means, then you will understand, oh, why is this difference? You will check, then you will get the subject. Okay. Think the way not for easiness. Think the way for getting the subject. Don't think for temporary purpose for easiness. Think for subject, for getting the subject and how to register in your brain for a long time. Think in that way. What are the shortcuts are there for getting the subject and to remember for lifetime? If there are any shortcut, apply for that one. But final goal is to get the subject. Remember that word. Not for temporary. Right? Now you are having a 2-dimensional. But when you are having a 2-dimensional, we know for 1-dimensional how to access a single element. For a 2-dimensional, how to access a single element means you have to give index of 2 values. That is row index and column index. Row index starts from 0, 1, 2. Column index also 0, 1, 2. Okay. Now this indicates 2, 1. 2, 1 indicates that second row with respect to index of second row. That is second row. Column 1, index of this one. So in this and in this common thing is this one. So this value will be printed. So 1, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 3. And finally you are going to get the answer of 0. So in this way you are going to work on the indexing of 2-dimensional array. Now you want to replace this value with 5. Select that particular index position value and replace the value. Simple. If it is a single value replacement means you are going to use A of 5 is equal to 50. You are going to write like this. This one is for a single 1-dimensional array. For a 2-dimensional array, you have to take the same index position value and you have to write 5. Now what it is going to do? First it is going to take the value of 5 and it is going to save in this. So first right side part followed by left side part. Left side whatever you are having is the location. So just it is going to store in this location. So it is going to replace here the value of 5 and you are going to get the value of 5. Clear? Next one is np.arrange of 0 to 101 with 10. What is the 0, 10, 20, 30 like this? Now, if I want 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 means okay, fine, well and good. I know how to apply that one means 0 to all, that is end with increment of 2. That is alternate numbers I am going to take. This is very clear for me. If I want with respect to like this, let us assume I want the first number and this one, fourth number and this one and this one. If I want like this, I am going to take increment of 3. Up to all, increment of 3. Starting number, ending number, 3. Since there is a sequential pattern, I am going to take. But if I want 10, 20, 40, 70, 80, 100, I want like this. There is no pattern is there. Now you can't apply the increment or decrement. You can't apply. Now how you are going to do this one in core Python? In core Python, you are going to apply the whichever the index position you want, that index positions you are going to write using the for loop. The same thing you are writing here. So A of the first square bracket indicates that we are working on the index one. The second square bracket indicates the list of values. Which are the list of values you want? So I want this. I want this one. What are the list of values? This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Nah? Let us write the index positions. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So which index position you want? You want the first index position 1. List of index positions 1, comma 2, comma fourth one, comma fifth one. Sorry, not fifth one. Sorry. After 2, comma fourth one, comma seventh one, comma eighth one, comma 10th one. So these values will be printed. Which are the values you want, it is printing. How it is printing, sir? Backend is for loop. For loop of this particular index position will be printed. That is the reason I told you numpy is combination of list and for loop. Backend code is for loop only. Every backend is for loop only. Enter for loops. Sir, I want to be repeated. For example, first I am going to take 2, again 3, again 2, 4, again 2. So whichever you want, it is going to give. 20 will be first index position of 2 will be taken. Index position of 2, next index position of 3, again 2, again 4, again 2. So whichever the list of index positions you have given, that index positions values it is going to give. Now, I want to replace in a single shot. I want to replace in a single shot this 10 value and this 100 value. Both of them I want to replace with 1000. This one and this one 1000. Both of them at a single shot. So just I am going to assign the 1000. And which two values you want to assign this one? A of which is in the index number position number 1 and which is index number position number 10. These two values you want to replace. So first it is going to assign the right side part and it is going to save in the left side. In the left side, what are the index values are there? In a single shot, you can replace 1000 and 1000. How it is working? In the back end, it is just applying for I in given A, where with respect to A of 1 is equal to 1000. Similarly, A of 10 is equal to 1000. Just it is writing the same code. A is nothing but array. In the array of 1 is 1000, array of 10 is 1000. This is the backend code. Is that clear? So if you want to go with a single value means single square bracket. If you want to go with multiple values means list of values. Instead the list of values you have to give. Okay. Now this is called as fancy indexing. This is one of the most important one. np.array of 15, 6, 21, 6, 4 is there. Like this, I'm having 4 values. Now, if you take these are the 4 values. Now, A percentile is equal to 2. What is meant by this one? A modulus 2 is equal to 2 means it is just comparison operator. For the comparison operator, what is the output? True or false. Comparison operators gives you either true or false. So it is going to check for each and every value whether it is true or false. The first one, 15 divisible by 2 is equal to 0. No, false. Second one, true, false, true, false. So false, true, false, true, true. You are going to get like this. This values, it is checking the condition, whether this condition is satisfied for each and every element. How it is applying for each and every element? Again for loop. For I in A, it is checking whether that whatever the I value you have selected, that I is divisible by 2 is equal to 0 or not. It is just checking. First I value will be taken as 15 and 15 is checked. 16, next number like this. Just applying for loop. Concept is very simple, right? Applying for loop. Now, sir, this true or false is there, but I want to extract the numbers. So in the A, again you are writing the same condition inside the A only directly. Means I want the A values. I want the A values which satisfies this condition. Which satisfies this condition, the A values. These are the values which satisfies the given condition. For example, let us go randomly tell me some numbers of your choice. That's it. So here I am having the list of numbers. Now in this list of numbers, I want which are the numbers are divisible by 5. In the core Python, what you are going to do? This we are going to save as a list. And for I in L, I is divisible by 5 is equal to 0. You are going to assign to an empty list. Empty list you are going to take a dot append of this I value. First, it is going to check I value of 5. It will enter 5 divisible by 5. Satisfied? Satisfied means it is if you have to write if condition. If 5 is divisible by 5, it is satisfied. Then it is going to take this particular a dot append of I value. It is going to append. This is the condition, and finally you are going to print a. This is core Python code. The same thing in the numpy. This L, whatever the L is equal to 5, 15, 17 and 19. Now in the numpy, what you are going to do is A is equal to np dot array of L. First A will be converted. In that A is equal to A divided by 5 is equal to 0. Completed. Whichever the value satisfying this one, wherever the true, the word of true is there, that particular value will be printed. This first one is false now, so not printed. Second one is true. What is there in the second position? 6 is there. So 6 is printed. Fourth position 16 is there. 16 will be printed. In the wherever the true is there, that true position value will be printed. Whichever satisfies your condition, that value will be printed. In the entire given data, you want the list of values, which are the list of prime numbers. You are writing the condition for that. Which are even numbers, condition for that. Just write the condition. In the bracket, you are writing the condition. And based on the condition, you are going to extract the values. Is that clear? For loop is converted into numpy. Okay, every backend code also I am explaining. If you open the help file, it is going to help you only what is the use of that one and what is the input. It is not going, no help file is going to disclose the entire code. What is the backend code? No help file. Okay, because they have created that one. So they want to secure that one. They are not going to disclose the backend. We are going to crack that one. You have to tell me how it is working. Now, see here, A is equal to np.arrange of 4 to 18. So, A of 1 to 8 with an increment of 2. So this is common. Sir, whatever you are applying in the list, the same thing you are going to apply here also. If there is a sequential pattern is there, go with slicing operation. If there is no sequential pattern is there, just apply the concept of this one, just select that one. If sequential pattern is there, miss, some pattern is there between them, miss, just go with the slicing operation. Slicing operation will be applied when there is a pattern. If there is no pattern, miss, you can't apply slicing. Clear, guys? Next one is np dot array of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm array. Now print a plus 1. What is a plus 1, miss? For each and every element, it is adding 1. It is not like list plus 1. It is adding for each and every element of 1 because numpy is a for loop. For I in first value, for first value it is adding 1. For second value 1, third value 1, fourth value 1. Like this, for each and every value it is adding the 1. A to the power of 2. For each and every value, power 2. np dot ones of 4. What is np dot ones of 4? Nothing but 1, 1, 1, 1. Plus 1. What is meant by this? For every value, you are going to add 1. So you are going to get 2, 2, 2, 2. Is that clear? So np dot now B is there, A is there. Sir, now what is the A value? Whether this is the A value or this is the A value? Which is the A value? This is the A value. Because here just you are printing only. You are not storing. Is equal to symbol is there only, then only store. Power of 2 printing only. You are not storing. If you want to store, means A is equal to A to the power of 2 means then right side part will be executed followed by it is going to store in the again A only. If you don't write this one, means just it is printing. Is that clear? So now A is there. A is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. B is of 2, 2, 2 is there. This is A and this is B. Now the first one, A plus B. That is 1 plus 2, 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 3 plus 2, 6. You are going to get like this, 3, 4, 5, 6. A minus B, that is 1 minus 2, minus 1, 2 minus 2, 0, 3 minus 2, 1, 4 minus 2, 2. So minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. A into B, 1 into 2, 2 into 2, 3 into 2, 4 into 2. That is 2, 4, 6, 8. Right? Element wise, everything will be done element wise. Similarly, sorry? Yeah, if it is having both of them are having same number of elements only, it is going to work. Otherwise, it is going to throw error. Two-dimensional, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matrix and second matrix of 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. This is one two-dimensional and this is a two-dimensional. A and B. And you want to add to matrix addition, A plus B. Just you are asking A plus B. So automatically, element wise, in this position, what is there in this position? The same position will be added. In this position, what is there? The same position, whatever is there, it is going to be added. The same position, whatever the values are there, the same positions will be added. Means it is going to work on the indexing values. Here you have taken with respect to 3 by 3 matrix and here you have taken 2 by 2 matrix. Can you add manually? Similarly, I can't add here also. If manually it is not possible, how in coding is possible? How the code was created means based on the manual only code is created. Right? So just A plus B, you are going to do A plus B. Similarly, A into B. Sir, A into B, whether here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matrix of 2 by 3. Sorry, not 2 by 3, 3 by 2. 3 rows and 2 columns. And I'm having one more matrix of 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And this is also 3 by 2. Now, here if you apply the multiplication, element wise, it is going to apply the element wise operation only. Sir, I don't want element wise. I want matrix multiplication. That is, first row should be multiplied with first column. Second row should be multiplied with second column. Like this matrix multiplication is different. Na? I want that one. Then you are going to use math mul is the function name. Math mul. np dot mat mul. Mat means matrix. Mul means multiplication. Matrix multiplication. It is going to apply the concept of matrix multiplication concept. To apply mat mul. No need to write even the print also. Just mat mul. Mat mul of a comma b. So now if you apply here 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 5, 6, 5, 4, 4, 1, 4, 4, 2, 4, 4, 3. You are having like this. Now first value is going to be 1 into 4, 4 plus 2 into 4, 8 plus 1 into 4, 4. So the first value will be 16. Second value will be 1 into 4, 4, 2 into 4, 8, again 1 into 4 plus 4. Next 1 into 1, 1, 2 into 2, 4, 1 into 3. First row will be multiplied with first column. This is the first position. Same first row is multiplied with second column is the second position. First row is multiplied with the third column is the third position. Second row with first column is this one. Second row with second column. Second row with the third column, this one. Like this, you are going to do the matrix multiplication. That is 16, 16, and you are going to get 8, something like this. Now, just you are going to do the same. That is matrix multiplication. This is normal multiplication. This normal multiplication is called as dot multiplication, dot matrix. If you remember dot matrix, A dot B, A into B is there, A dot B is there. If you remember, can you remember? If you don't remember, also not a problem. A dot B is, I will explain. If you don't remember, means I will explain. A dot B means with respect to each element wise operation, multiplication of element wise. What is meant by element wise? Here you have taken the values of like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. The first portion will be multiplied with first portion. 1 into 4. The second portion will be multiplied with second portion. 2 into 4. Third portion will be multiplied with third portion. Fourth portion will be multiplied with fourth portion. Fifth portion will be multiplied with the fifth portion of this one. Whatever the portion you have taken in this matrix, the same portion you have to take in this matrix. Sixth portion, 6 into 4. If you write like this, then it is called as dot product. The portion value are multiplying is called as dot product. And you are going to get 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Is that clear? Yeah, 5 into 4. Yes, yes. I have erased now. 5 into 4. Right? So element wise, if you are doing means that is called as dot product. If you are doing with respect to matrix multiplication means mat mul is the function. Next, comparison operators. You are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 4 array. Now A is equal to B. Equal to comparison operator. Comparison operator is going to return the true or false. It is going to check for every element. First element 1 is equal to 5. False. 2 is equal to 2. True. 3 is equal to 2. False. 4 is equal to 4. True. So it is going to give like this element wise operation. Similarly, A is greater than B. It is going to check element wise. Sir, but I don't want to check element wise. I want to check entire array wise. Array I want to check. For example, I have taken A is equal to array of 1, 2, 2, 4. C is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want to check overall array, complete array. Then the function is called as array underscore equal is the function name. Now it is going to check entire array is both are equal or not. Entire array, not element wise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 same? No. So it is going to give the false. An array of equal of A comma C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 both are equal. A and C both are equal. So true. It is going to give the true. Not enter this one. Huh? Yeah. You have not executed that one. C is not defined means C is not taken. Means this cell I have not executed. Okay. Is that clear? A is equal to C. A is 1, 2, 3, 4. C is also 1, 2, 3, 4. Both are equal. Complete array is equal. Is that clear? Next, mathematical operations. NP dot arrange of 0 to 6 means 0 to 5. NP first sin 0, sin 1, sin 2, sin 3, sin 4, sin 5. Like this it is going to take. Element wise operation. Log A, log 0. What is log 0? Infinite. Log 1. What is log 1? 0. Just it is going to say do the same. The first one is infinite, followed by 1, 0. Log 1 is 0, followed by log 2, log 3, log 4, and log 5. Similarly, exponent of A. What is exponent of A? Means e to the power of. It is going to apply e to the power of 0, e to the power of 1, e to the power of 2, e to 5. Like this it is going to apply and you are going to get the values. E to the power of 0 is 1. E to the power of 1 is 2.71. Is that clear? Everything is element wise. NumPy means basically element wise. How it is working on element wise means by using for loop. Simple. Such a simple concept. Okay. Statistics. So we have seen the max. We have seen with respect to different. Now we are going to see the statistics. I'm printing the 1 to 11, 1 to 10 numbers. What is the minimum value? 1. Now what is the code for that is np.minimum of array. In the given array, what is the minimum? np.min gives the minimum value. That is 1. What is the position of the minimum value? 0. Index. That is given by argmin. Arg means argument. Argument means index value. So np.argmin of wherever the minimum value is there, that index value it is going to print. Similarly, n10. So it is going to give the maximum value. np.max is the function name. np.argmax. So what is the index position of the 10? 9. So it is going to give the 9. Similarly, np.sum. Sum is all the values it is going to add. That is 1 to 10. What is the answer? 55. np.mean. Mean is average value. That is sum. You are going to get the sum. 55 divided by number of values. That is 10. 55 divided by 10, which is 5.5. So it is going to give the 5.5. The code is np.mean. For the same thing, median. Even number of numbers are there. So for even number of numbers, now what is the formula? 10 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 11, which is average of, 5.5, which is average of 5 and 6, which is in the 5th position. This is in the 5th position and this is the 6th position. Average of these two. That is 5.5. So the same 5.5 you are going to get. np.median. Similarly, np.variance. We are going to calculate the variance value. That is sigma of x minus mu whole square divided by n. By default, it is going to be. By default, it is going to consider as population. For example, you want the sample. You want the sample. Then how you are going to work is you are going to multiply this one with n and divide by n minus 1. So that this n and this n will be cancelled and minus 1 will be left. Then you will get the sample. By default, it is population. So np.variance. Similarly, standard deviation. I want 25 percentile value, 50 percentile value, and 75 percentile value. So you are going to calculate. That is 3.25, 5.5, 7.75. Quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3 values. And I want only 25 percentile only. No, I don't want all the 3. So write the single value. If you write single value means single percentile will be given. If you want 10 percentile, for 10 percentile, what is the value means? It is going to give 10 percentile value. If you ask 20 percentile means 20 percentile value. What are the value you are asking? It is going to print. Sir, I want the list of values at a time. Means 60 percentile. These 3 I want. So take the list of values. 10, 20 and comma 60 percentile. So just apply the 60 percentile. So these are the list of values. So now you are going to get list of values. Single value means single value, list of values means list of values. Multiple values are called as list of values. Right? Similarly, you are going to work with respect to already and two-dimensional array. If you are having a two-dimensional array, x dot sum axis is equal to 0. What is axis is equal to 0 gives you column wise sum, that is 3, 3. Row wise sum, that is 2, 4. That's it. That is the numpy. Right? Any questions? Now mode, good question. So we are not having the mode option in the numpy. Numpy was not in the with respect to SkyPy. So in the numpy they have not created the mode. Right?